Big student meeting happening now. Upstairs.
Hand over to Faisal now, who is one of our student trustees and is chairing today's AGM.
Taken. If you don't want to be in it, please head to the left. And if you have any questions, please come and talk to our staff.
My question is, there are various mentoring and coaching schemes available to UK and EU students, but none available to international students. And I see this as a discrimination against international students. Why is that happening for so many years, and why none of the officers has done anything towards that?
Okay, so that's a really excellent question, because currently in the United Kingdom, there's obviously the government's counting international students in like migration statistics and so on. So the reason that the coaching is available to home students and EU students is because that's where the money comes from. So the money comes from local, or I guess they're kind of like national organisations, and the university bids for that money, and they have to use it on those students that come from the country. So it doesn't mean that it's right, but what it does mean is that we need to get a stronger international student movement going on campus. So we've got students who've been sent to, who are currently involved in the national discussion around, I guess, the discrepancy in service that students get depending on where they come from. We're not students, we're not statistics, we're not numbers, so we should all be benefiting from the services. Doesn't matter where you come from, just because the money comes from a certain pot. So if anyone would like to come meet with me after this and talk about what we can do together to show the university that this is not fair, then I'm really happy to help you organise that and do it with you. Does that answer your question?
Because a lot of people have had allergies that are known and they're listed like nuts, milk, soy, all that sort of thing. But there are people that have unknown allergies and foods they can't eat that aren't put on the list.
The thing that you encounter in the university is the university. So for example, Elior is an external company that provides a service on campus, which means whoever works with Elior, staff or student, is then treated under Elior's rules and regulations, not under university rules and regulations. We've come to realise that the Elior company is not paying their staff a fair wage. They're paying them $7.20 an hour, which is below the national living wage, not even the London living wage.
The next one is called Lobby to Reduce the Cost of Laundry in Halls of Residence. And the motion proposer is Ojeba Egodere. You've got 2 minutes to speak.
Hello everyone. Just call me Oji. I represent Kingston Hill for Hall Connectors, and this year I was privileged to welcome a lot of students there. And one of the biggest things I found that during the signing their contract, they were not made aware that additional cost of laundry is actually attached. And if you do a calculation by week basis and you're staying for 42 weeks, you're spending about £180. That is a huge money with the rising costs in London.
I know it is a business. You cannot totally exempt the price from laundry because the system is already in place. So my solution would be to stand in favor of the student instead of trying to stand in favor of the organization to make profit. Why not reduce the cost, because they've already paid an inclusive service for water, gas and electric. So you're telling me that I'm paying £4 for a wash and to dry clothes if I'm doing it once a week for just using a washing machine, when I can buy a washing machine for £150 and the whole of my flat can use it for and pass it on as soon as they go on. So for me, it doesn't make sense. I think it should be made cheaper, and the students, most of all, should be made aware that there's an additional cost when you come into university from doing your laundry. So I would really hope that you vote to favor this motion, because I think it will definitely help a lot of students.
Does anyone want to speak against this? You got 2 minutes. Nobody against this? Does anyone want to? Alright, we're going straight to the vote. If you approve of this, put your green one. If you're against this, put your red one. And see green once again. This motion has passed.
Thank you very much.
Alright,
Hello. We're a mix of illustration, animation and fashion students from Kingston School of Art, and a big part of our course is to fundraise for our external show. Currently there is an expectation to fundraise for our show, but there is no support system in place for the students.
So every year we have a design market. This is an opportunity for us to sell our work to help raise money for our show. However, there is only one a year. We want more design markets and we want them on the different campuses, not just Knights Park, because we are not a society. We are not allowed to set up a stall on the other campuses and receive no support with campaigning. We want the Student Union to take a bigger role in this process by helping us to host more design markets and supporting us in our campaigns to raise these funds, whilst also helping with the logistics of buying bank card readers, which courses can then hire from the union.
Students from all courses and societies could benefit from this motion. Anyone that decides to have a market fundraiser could access this support system.
So we also believe we can really learn from each other. So we want the union to connect us better with other societies and the university alumni to broaden the network of expertise available for us to use.
An example is like fashion that has raised each year around £18,000 for the internal show, which means that we have to balance work, studies, and also like organizing fundraising without having the proper skills because we are not trained at all. Our course tries to help us, but as it's a charitable kind of like activity, they cannot actually like give us money or like influence too much. Which means that like we are all by ourselves. So we are asking the student union to help us and train us to actually fundraise. Also in other campuses to promote this, like we often like talk about this open campus attitude that Kingston has, and it's different from other universities. So let's try to enhance this like kind of attitude if it's possible. Thank you.
Now, we're going to go straight to voting. If you're for this, put the green one out. If you're against this, put the red one out. Okay, seems like a massive sea of green. Alright, this motion has passed.
Have you ever knew it existed? You walk in, you open the door, and suddenly you have to activate your fight or flight responses. You need to start dodging things that might start falling from above the shelves, or you need to start avoiding things that are under your feet, like spilled milk. One of you is guilty. Regardless, more space means more tidy, means less health and safety issues, means everyone is happy. Terms and conditions brought to you by Muna.
Okay, so how many have, so who here is from a society? Do you guys know that you can store your things inside there? No. I mean, the space is so small, it cannot fit the 80-something societies that we have. And no offense to sports, but they have a bigger space than us. And yet we have to suffer with milk spillage, yoga mats falling on your head and things like that. But all we're saying is that we petition the university for us to get more space and so that we can store our stuff without it getting damaged or rotten.
Keep in mind, we know that a lot of societies here have amazing equipment that they have been maintaining and keeping for a long time, and they need to make sure that it's always safe and stored properly. So more space for you guys means that you can have your equipment at safe grounds that is locked at all times, rather than having to transport them back and forth often on campus. Thank you.
If there are major changes, we don't know what they are, and again, the legal sector is also changing, and this might impact the students' education. And I'm here because I would like, and also the law students, to support, to receive support from all of the general population of the university. And yeah, thank you.